What is up, everybody? Oh man, I love that intro still. I don't know. I don't even know if we want to. I think that is the fixed intro. But what's up, everybody? This is Mariachi Brahma with you on Horns Forward Podcast, joined by my boy BD, Mr. Eggplant up there.
What's up, everybody?
And then we have a very special guest. Caleb, if you would like to introduce yourself to the lovely audience out there.
What's up? I'm Caleb, and I've been super excited about this since 3-4 weeks ago. So
Nice. And then we have someone impersonating to be me because he has my name on his freaking thing. So, hey, bro, if you want to be
can I change that?
The white guy mariachi, that's fine, man. I don't care. But
you know what? I'm going to do that.
If we like to start off our shows, Caleb, with a little bit of an ASMR action. So, as we always do, as is tradition. Oh yeah.
Yep.
I didn't get the memo.
It's okay. It's okay. So this is why I hate going live from my phone, because I always run into some kind of issues, right? The combine, it seemed to behave well. You know, I'm here back home in San Antonio. I'm actually at the UTSA game in an undisclosed little secret location. So I can do just this show. But wouldn't you know it? I have problems. So
that's because you haven't upgraded your phone since 2011.
I mean, that may be true. I'm still kicking the MySpace page. All right, it's okay. But this gentleman that is in my upper left-hand corner here, Caleb Samuel, definitely want to talk about more about your football experience and everything like that. But we met this young man at the Orlando Combine, and when I say I was impressed, I was very impressed by this young man. He showed up. He showed out. If I remember correctly, you were dealing with an ankle injury at the Combine.
Yeah.
We're still putting up phenomenal numbers. Some of the best numbers of the day. Your 40, some of the different drills you did. So let me not hog the show up. Tell us about yourself. Tell us who you are, what position you play. Tell us a little bit about your football background.
Well, I'm super excited to be here. So again, thank you guys. My name is Caleb, and I have my position, I like to say, is positionless, because I can play all three sides of the ball. So offense, defense, and then special teams. But if I had to specialize it to one, wide receiver. So wide receiver, slot receiver. I'm a speedy guy. That's one of my favorite things. I just love I love running past people. I love catching the ball over people, jumping over people, hurdling them, juking them. It's awesome. As far as the experience-wise, like I said, I met these three people at the XFL Combine, and I've been doing the Combine showcases for a little bit now, and they've all gotten super, super more excited each time. And that last one, like you said, I was fighting an ankle sprain. It was not the best. You saw what it looked like. It was not great, but I had to show them that I was ready to go. High ankle sprain, broken arm, doesn't matter. I'm ready to play. And that's why I showed up in Orlando, to show them that, like, I don't care that I'm injured right now. It was a fluke injury. Something happened. I was walking down the street and boom. But I was ready to play anyways. I'm ready to finish first in everything, which we did, and we did it again. So that's just
nice.
And yeah, and I'm just really excited and to see what's in store. So.
Yeah, I mean, have any teams been in contact with you, or?
Yeah, I can't say much about that aspect, but yeah, we've gotten calls and emails, and then
good
in December, January, those are the big dates. I'm not going to tell you why, but those are big dates.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, we've heard.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's no, totally. We understand, and you got to keep it until it's publicly out there.
Yeah.
But main thing is I'm glad that you're getting the calls. I'm glad that you're getting the recognition, because especially here in San Antonio, we want people that are this excited to play football. And one of the things that I want to touch on that you said is your willingness to be versatile on the field, because one of the things, if you do end up coming to San Antonio, one of the things you'll hear Coach Ward really praise on is those playground behaviors, playground habits, where it's like people think that they can just do playground, backyard, street ball. They do whatever they want, and like, that's not going to cut it when you want to go to the big, when you want to go to the NFL. Is really about making sure that players are where they need to be. And one of his big things, and may change this next year, I don't know, but one of his big things last season was making sure he had one of the best special teams cores in the entire league, which he did, because knowing the way he got into the XFL or into the NFL was through special teams. And so that's the easiest to be able to get. Hearing that you're versatile and open to playing wherever they put you, that's music to our ears.
Yeah.
So
it's awesome.
Caleb, I just posted up this comment from Brahma Babe, who was at the combine with us. Also, you met her there. Why don't you talk to us about your experience at the Orlando Combine, how that was as a player trying to, advance their career, compare that to the San Diego Combine and some of the things that have happened at that San Diego Combine.
Okay. Well, the biggest thing was weather. Orlando was hot. So like they tell you, they'll tell you beforehand, like, okay, this is what the weather's going to be. So, wear this and that. I like to wear something that I'm going to stand out in. Like I used to wear, it was funny. I used to wear socks that had capes on them. So like I would stand out no matter what I was running, and you could see I was a super fast guy. He's got Superman socks on. But at the Orlando, right, all black and white, and it was absorbing.
Yeah.
That was huge. Honestly, that was the biggest factor, is how hot and humid it was. As far as getting like the registration process, that one, I think they fixed what was wrong in Orlando, because I don't know if you saw, but that line was insane. It was literally out the stadium. So in San Diego, they called it one person at a time, and then they would kind of like delay it a second, and then before they called the next person, so it wasn't too bad. Defense was done right on time, offense started right on time, so there wasn't any delay in that, which is awesome. Orlando, they had a little bit of a delay. It was like 30 minutes. So, and some people actually had to leave that workout to catch a flight home because they didn't realize how the delay was going to happen or what happened. So I mean, that happens. But as far as the showcase goes, same order. You did your 40-yard dash, the triple broad jump. You did there was a drill work at the end, height and weight. And then I think there was one more. Maybe I'm missing. I think that's it. But you only get one chance. So both workouts, you only get one opportunity to show them that, you want to play XFL ball. You want to play in the NFL, anything. And we really I was one of the only people that had to run it twice. So if you run a good time the first time and they're like, oh, wow, he went really fast, let's go see that again. They would tell you, go run it again. So you let it up, and then they would run there. So in Orlando, I ended up running they had me at like a 4, I think it was like a 4-1 or 4. No, it was like a 4-4-1 or 4 something.
Damn.
That was on a sprained ankle too. So, but without the ankle, they clocked me at a 4.37. It was originally a 4.35, but they kind of averaged out. They had like 6 different times, so 6 different people had 6 different times. So they had to like average out. So it ended up being like a 4.37. Still not where I needed to be, but that showed them like I'm speedy fast. Like I can.
Yeah, that'd be an understatement, my man.
I mean, I'm like a 43.7.
So it does help. That was the biggest thing. As soon as I ran that, a couple coaches were like, "Come here, Let's talk.
Nice.
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 So that was a lot of fun.
Hopefully, one of the coaches was wearing this logo.
I will say,
Um,
I will say there was a couple of those logos. That's all I'm gonna say. There was a couple of those people wearing those logos. So.
Good.
Let's go. Okay,
Yeah.
so you had a good combine in Orlando, hurt. You had an excellent combine, it sounds like, in San Diego,
Mhm.
having pretty much recovered from that injury. What did you take away from that combine? What do you think is the future for Caleb Samuel?
Honestly, like my biggest goal, and this is gonna sound kind of crazy, but I think the XFL is the perfect opportunity to do. Is I want to play football. I want to win championships and help team be a leader. But I also want to start changing the game a little bit. And when I say that, I mean when you see when you watch football, you got superstar athletes at one position. I want to start seeing people at like multiple positions, like you said, to be versatile. So your star wide receiver could also be your star safety. You know what I'm saying? Like your star wide receiver could also play cornerback. And I that's what I want to do. I don't want to come off the field. I don't. I feel like I can help a team on all three sides of the field to the point where it's like, now you don't need to worry about that position. That position is taken care of. Let's worry about the next person. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I want to start. That's my goal. So getting on the team to show them, one, I'm a leader. Two, I don't follow sheep. I have people follow me because I want to win, and winning is what I do. So that's why I want to start transitioning into positionless. So like I used to just say, I'm a wide receiver, but now I say I'm positionless because I can play three sides of the ball. So that's why I want to start hearing that more. Like Elijah Moore in the NFL, you know what I'm saying? He's a perfect example. He does everything. So it's like I love that. I love that.
Man,
Yeah.
this positivity is infectious. I want to go out and play football now.
Right.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, if you come, well, I do want to ask, what's your experience playing ball in Texas, or, have you ever been to San Antonio or Arlington for that fact?
Never been to Texas. That is one of the only states that I've never been to. The hottest place that I played would have probably been Florida. So when I was, practicing with some teams and stuff. So
Gotcha. So one thing that I will tell you is that, I know there's a lot of, up in the air what's going to happen with this whole merger stuff going on. But assuming that we are business as usual and do the same thing as last year, obviously the hub would be in Arlington, which is basically Dallas. And then you would travel to your respective cities. Now, in Arlington, while you're practicing, I mean, you're going to be starting in January, practicing through April. Within that time, especially January or February, that's when we have our 2 weeks of winter. And by winter, I mean, it's going to be like freezing cold. And then a week later, you're going to make sure you want the cooling towel around your neck. So the weather here is nuts. The good thing is that if you play home, if you end up coming to the Brahmas, we play inside of a dome. So weather's not really a factor here. But at practice and stuff like that in Arlington, the one thing to keep in mind is that, you're going to have to be ready for hot and cold, but like both extremes throughout just those 4 months that you'll be in Arlington.
Yeah, honestly, that's why I feel, blessed that I was kind of raised in Ohio. Because, Ohio has everything. They have one day it's super cold, one day it's super hot. And I learned that when I went to Orlando, honestly, I should have said this. Some people were wearing, sweatpants and a hoodie, and some people were wearing nothing. Like, they were like, the weather is adaptable. I loved it. Yeah. I love heat. I'm all for the heat. I'm not super into cold, but I've played also in negative degree weather. So I've been there. Some people have not had the experience to play in the cold. So I feel like that's another good versatility right there to be able to do that. So.
Okay, yeah. So
we got some people excited you're from Ohio.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. You've got some people jumping up and down. I know our friend Rig Rocker up in Houston is a huge Ohio fan. Tell us where you went to school, like high school and all that. I'm sure you probably, set some records there while you were there. And then tell us about your college experience also, and any records that you may have set there.
All right, so high school, I went to a school. It's Northeast Ohio. It's called Berea. So Berea combined with our rival schools. So we actually, they had like 2 years to figure out a name. And so the rival school was Mid Park. So they had 2 years to figure out what they wanted to call us. So they just decided just to combine the names. They said Berea Mid Park. That was the name of the high school, Berea Mid Park High School. Terrible.
Nice.
I don't know why they did it. I was like, whatever. High school, I was really into track. Track was my actual like primary sport. I loved football, but I wasn't even a wide receiver. I wasn't even a position I really liked. I didn't transition to wide receiver until I went to college. But I wanted to be a wide receiver, but we needed a cornerback. So remember that versatility I was telling you? I'm like, well, I'll play wide receiver, kick returner, and then cornerback. So I was their starting cornerback, starting kick returner, and then I wasn't the starting wide receiver, but I did fill in here and there. But, I mean, like I said, I like playing all three sides of the ball. But track and field, I think I hold absolutely every record in Ohio. So
Nice.
I mean, with a 4.3, like, yeah, I would believe it.
Yeah, like, so I don't know if it's here. I don't know where it's at, but I got like the letter from the mayor. He's like, I went to States. There was this one kid. He was super fast. His name's like Chad Salo. He's like a 17,000 time All-American. He was really like the only competition that I could really think that like gave me trouble. But other than that, I mean, when it came to like records, literally all of them. National record in the shuttle hurdles. When it comes to, we broke the 4x2 record. We broke the 300 meter, almost broke the 300 meter record. And then, I mean, yeah, we had some quick guys, but I just every year we got faster. And I honestly believe it was because I ran track. I thought this is the reason why I'm getting fast is because I'm running track. So like, and it was, honestly, I'm glad I did it. So college, I went to Ashland University, so it's a D2 school. I don't know if you guys ever heard it, but Ashland Eagles. I went there from 2015, would have graduated 2019. I still have like a semester left. I love it. Leon's the head coach. He's been there for a while. It was funny because when they introduced you, they told you exactly, they would watch your film and they said what they liked about you. My film is, at the time, I didn't realize you didn't want long film. My film was like 6 minutes long. It was something like crazy. They said they watched 15 seconds of my film before they wanted to offer because I took a 99-yard pick six, but I ran it in like 8 seconds. I ran 100. It was literally crazy. It was like literally, I was down so fast. I wish I could pull it up for you guys, but I'll definitely have to send it so you guys can see it. But it took.
Please do.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I had a few offers from like D1 schools, but I'm not gonna really get into it. But I had a lot of like family issues and like there was some health things going on, so I wanted to stay close to home. And Ashland University, they said we'll let you run track and play football. We'll give you we'll do everything, whole 9 yards. I said, sign me up, let's do it.
Nice.
And they were really good too. Like we got a ring. So I got my ring the first year, true freshman. We got we won the conference. We didn't win the playoffs or whatever because Grand Valley State had they had like 9 NFL linemen. I'm talking like 300 pounds, like running 4 threes at you. It was crazy. We had less than a second to do anything. So, but it was good. So not really a record breaker because some stuff happened. So I ended up leaving. But I mean, I still pursued it. So I ended up coming back here, wanted to play with the Gladiators, Cleveland Gladiators, the Arena Football League.
Yes.
So they shut down and then ended up getting an invite to the AAF. So actually, my Johnny Manziel was my quarterback for 3 days.
Or in Memphis or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so Memphis Express. So the Memphis Express, but that shut down really fast. And then I'm like, all right, well, every league I go to shuts down. So I needed to do something. So then I played semi-pro, which is awesome. Here it's big. They love it here. They love it. So I was like, all right, let's just do that. Then I got invited to the 2019 ANC NFL Combine, and that's really how the career started because I went there and finished I won't say first, but I definitely was top 5 overall. So I was they put me on the hot list for the NFL, and then honestly, it's just been up from there. So, oh, look at my mom! Thanks, Mom.
Well, ma'am, we're proud of him too. He's an incredible young man.
And
Absolutely.
I just want to let you know again, if you come to the Brahmas, family gets priority treatment at all of our tailgates. So they come
Yep.
visit us for some tacos and
Trust me,
you know,
trust
they
me. My
will be good.
stepdad already asked if he's gonna sit in a booth with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. So
Maybe not that level of celebrity,
Yeah.
but you'll get like, you know, a Selena lookalike who's like 30 pounds overweight here. Like, you know,
It
the whole
happens.
Charles Barkley churro thing is true, you know.
Yeah, there's a reason he says it. So
yeah, so that is just, I don't know. I'm just so excited, and I love talking with you guys because I know. I mean, since I met you, I immediately knew like you say you don't have the energy, but you do. Like your energy just inspired me. I'm like, I gotta prove to this guy that I'm the greatest, and I want to show him. Like I just wanted to do it right then and there. So
Nice.
you guys, I'm glad I got to be able to talk to you guys because honestly, talking with you guys inspired me to go to San Diego, which I was on the fence about because I didn't want to hurt myself. But then I'm like, you're right. I was like, I have to go. I have to go. I have to take the hit. And I'm so glad I did because a lot of good things happened.
Well,
I mean,
I was just going to say, I'm so glad you did, man, because it gave you that opportunity to show what you really could do. Because with you playing through that injury in Orlando, nobody got to see the full scope of what you're capable of. Now they have an idea. Now they want to talk to you. Now you're on people's radar. So we definitely want to see what's going to happen with that. Jorge?
And I was gonna say one of the things, I mean, and this is league wide, really. I mean, every and it's incredible what's happened in just one. I mean, I know there's been other iterations of the XFL, but I'm talking XFL 3.0, the one that you know just that we're all talking about now. Every fan base has established its own like culture, and they've been just very like people have embraced the team because you get level of access to players that in the NFL would get you arrested if you tried what you did in the NFL, you know, or in the XFL. And I kid you not, like it took less than a season, and I got the Brahma tattooed on my arm. So like it is one of those things where like when you were assigned to a team, when the team picks you up and you are playing, even though you're not in the city all the time, when you do go to that city, the people that show up, they embrace you as one of their own, even if you've never been there before.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that the passion that you see from guys like Jay here, you know, anywhere you go, you will find people with that passion, and you will be engulfed into it to the point where when you go back to Arlington and go to practice, you're like, I want to show up for those people next weekend, you know?
Exactly. It's like it's family, and family comes first. And I mean, if you really think about it, it's like if you're on the field, you have to prove you're basically showing your family, like, you know, this is why I'm here. You know, this is why I'm the top dog. You guys come to me. You know, you don't want to let them down. So it's like, I mean, things happen. Don't get me wrong, but like, I mean, again, you got to be a leader. So, and that's awesome to hear. Honestly, that's awesome. I love friendly. Like, I'm a very obviously easygoing person. I'm very easy to talk to. So it's like, I also want to be like inspiration to the youth. Like, I want to change. I told you, I want to change the game, and it starts here. So.
Yeah, and I mean, I can tell you, like, there's a lot of kids here that are super excited just to have the Brahmas and, you know, professional football and markets that are ignored otherwise, you know. So being an inspiration to the youth, again, we love it.
And so kind of to tag along with what Jorge was saying earlier, our fan base is a little bit unique here in San Antonio in the sense that when you come here, you really are kind of like family to us, right? You're going out there, you're sacrificing yourself, you're putting your body on the line every single play. We're there to cheer for you, but we're also there to support you when things don't go well, right? A lot of other fan bases, you know, they lose a game, players are struggling, kind of getting into that little mental block and whatever. They're ready to pack them up and ship them down the road. Here, we're like, don't worry about it. Have a taco, man. Come have a beer with us afterwards. We'll cry the blues and we'll keep going.
If I
Okay.
showed you the DMs that I received when I had a bad game or something, you guys would be like, "What are you talking about?" Like, I'm a college student and I'm getting cussed out by like people who are like betting on things, and I'm just like, "What do you mean?" like, oh my gosh! And honestly, it's just, I mean, you can ignore that, but you're right. Like, that's awesome. That's really, really inspiring to hear because it's like, it is football. Don't get me wrong, but it is also like it's not that bad. Like some people take it like so seriously to the point where they start like threatening people. I think that's unnecessary. So
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
So just to give you an example, Jorge, I'm going to throw you under the bus because I love you, but I'm going to do it anyways.
do it.
Burn
me over.
Jorge and I are both diehard Packers fans. There was a kicker here in San Antonio that Jorge befriended and a couple of other people in our group. But Jorge specifically formed a special bond with this young man.
John Parker.
This young man, John Parker Romo. This young man went to the enemy, not once, but twice. Okay. He went to the Detroit Lions, got the starting job. Jorge went out and bought his jersey as soon as it was available.
wow.
And he's a Packers fan. Okay.
Mhm.
We don't wear Detroit stuff, but we will for the people that we love.
Right.
And then he got cut for whatever reason because Detroit's going to Detroit, right? And then he went to Chicago, and Jorge was on NFL Shop looking for his jersey. Now, thankfully that didn't happen because that would really hurt. But that's the kind of fan base that we have here. You become family. And even though you go to our bitter rival enemies, right? Brian up above me, he's a diehard Cowboys fan. He would wear your stuff if you went and played for the Eagles. That's the kind of fan base that we have here.
Giants, Giants, yes. Eagles, I don't
Okay.
know.
I feel the same way about the Vikings. I'm just like, ooh, the Vikings. Like, I even told him, I was like, my man, like, I know you're not going to be here next year because you're too good of a kicker to be here. Just don't go to the Vikings, please.
Okay. Barring any of those mistakes, this is the kind of fan support you're going to get. Okay. We're here to cheer you on and elevate you to help you get to the next level. Okay.
Yeah.
So when Coach Ward gives you a call, you tell him yes. Don't even ask. Don't hesitate. Just say yes, and we'll be waiting for you.
Absolutely.
Trust me. I can't wait.
Okay. So let's talk about your future. Okay. We believe that there's going to be some big things happening for you. You know of some things that are going to be happening. What can we expect in your future if you can share any of that information with us? And then kind of a sidebar question. What is your level of like what is it like for you being a player, getting ready to play for some of these legendary players? What is all that about, or like for you rather?
Well, I'll start with your sidebar because honestly, I've been wanting to answer this question for a while because it's like you grow up, you see football players, they're crazy athletes. They're like, wow, I want to be like that person. And then 10, 15 years later, you're either a teammate of them or you are on the other side of the football of them. It's the craziest thing in the world. And my excitement level for that is incredible. Like there's so many people that I know that some of them I knew played in the XFL last year. I'm so excited to just, oh my God, I like seeing them on the opposite side of the field or just even my teammates. That would inspire me so much. I'm like, I would look at them. I might even start crying a little bit because I'm like, wow, we made it. Like we used to dream about this. We used to turkey bowls. We got a turkey bowl coming up soon. Like, you're just like, I wish we were playing in pads, playing with the fans cheering, and we're doing it now. And that to me that brings so much energy and like excitement. And it's like my family, your family's just, I'm like sitting in the sidelines right there. You can just point to them and look like you're living your dream. You're not working. That's not work out there. You worked so hard for that, and it's all paying off. And to me, that's going to be one of the best feelings in the world. And then as far as the future goes, there's not much really to say right now because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know anything. But I will say that I will be no matter what, you guys will be able to look at this shop and buy a jersey because it's gonna happen.
Ah,
Let's go. Okay.
So,
Like I said, hopefully in these colors, you know.
someone said they need another pregame ritual.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's
Sorry,
your
I opened up
pregame
the wrong
ritual?
one.
A good question. Honestly, I'm weird. Like, I like to go off on my own. Like, I'll have music playing, I'll be stretching, but like I will go off on my own 3 hours before I actually have to be doing anything. So like I want to be like fresh, ready to go. And then once I feel like I'm ready to go, then I'll like start to interact. But like I gotta focus. I gotta dial in. If I'm not dialed in, like I'll feel weird. I won't play right. Like I won't. If I'm not looking. If I don't feel like I look good, like I'm not gonna play good. Like I just gotta like really focus up. First of all, I gotta pray. I'm a prayer, so I pray before a game. And then I will do my just stuff. I'll just start doing my stretches. If I'm a wide receiver, I'm gonna go catch some balls. If I'm kicking the ball, I'm gonna go kick. I'll do everything. I used to kick. You're laughing, but I used to kick. So I used to.
Wow.
I used to have a boot. I used to. No, but
Nice.
the pregame is huge. The pregame is huge because the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that the visual. You got to pass the visual test. So like if you're goofing off and messing around and not focusing, like the other team's gonna see that and they're like, you gotta like really show them like I'm not here to play. Like you're in my stadium. You think I'm gonna lose in my stadium? No way.
That's right.
Let's go.
No way am I losing in my stadium. I'm not the type that's not gonna shake your hand, like good, let's have a good game. But I'm the type that's like, you're gonna have to earn it. Like you have to earn this win. So
now, I will say that the Arlington Renegades, their culture is I'm not going to shake your hand. I'm too good for you. So just a heads up, you can be above them. Change them because they're going to be the guys that are going to think that, hey, we won the championship last year, so y'all got to bow down to us. Nah. So just a heads up. If you end up there, change their culture.
I actually, we were in a playoff game when I was in high school, or no, it was something, maybe college. We went to go shake their hands. Captains come out, arms like this, and then we got to go. They didn't shake our hands, so we ran up the score 63-0 on them. That was college. I remember in high school when I was a freshman, we got 63-0'd, and then I did it to a team when I was in like college, and it was great. So it was great.
What that means is that you need to become a Brahma, and then you need to meet the Arlington Renegades on the field and have them not shake your hand, so you can 63-0 them too.
I love that.
We're okay with that.
See if someone you go to shake their hand, they don't shake it. That's fine. That's fine.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. So we have a couple of questions. We're going to combine two of them. What music are you listening to, and what is your favorite hype song to get in that zone for you?
Oh, Lord. Oh my gosh. I know someone's going to laugh at me for saying this, but I don't listen to I'm not listening to hip hop, rap, or anything like that. I listen to motivational speakers with some type of good background. Like I think something like David Goggins, he is
Let's go.
David
Jocko.
He said something and it has stuck with me since. So he's like, you can get to where you want to be. He didn't say it specifically like this, but this is what the message I got. He said, you can get to where you're at. So he's like, so what? You made it to the NFL. He's like, so what's next? So what? You did this. So what? So his motto is so with the question mark. And I'm like, it's so simple, but yet it means so much. It's like, what's next? You want to be the best player? There's someone who's out there working harder than you. You passed him. Okay, what's next? And it's just it inspired me. And I would just listen to stuff like that. So I used to listen to Eminem and Lose Yourself, but I'm like, nah, I can't do that. I got to do I need somebody to speak to me. I need to hear the right thing. So I
ain't gonna lie. When you said y'all gonna laugh, I was like, don't tell me Taylor Swift and Katy Perry or something. some Shakira, hips don't lie.
No, I'm listening to David Goggins or Ron or gosh, I can't even think of these people's names. Like Ronnie Cole, just people who like I love. I'm super into the gym as well, and I got a bunch of stuff coming out. But like those guys, they inspire me. They're like they say the right things, so I'm like, I love that. And on the football field, I just get I don't get angry, but I'm like, it's just fuel. It's like fuel for my ears. I'm just like, let's go.
Dude,
And I mean,
Goggin and Coleman are beasts, man.
Yes, they are monsters.
the pregame ritual too is also one that I was like, thank you. You said something good because I was expecting, I got to throw up before every game. Because I've come across players that are like, yeah, if I don't throw up before a game, it ain't gonna be a good game, or something like that.
I'm a whole different. This is the type. This me right now. This isn't me on the field. Like you would not get this out of me. Like don't get me wrong. I'm just a leader. So like if I see something, I'm not gonna be mean about it, but I'm gonna check you on it. I'm like, you should be doing this. Like, and if they make a mistake, that's okay. We move on to the next play. I've made mistakes in my past. We're not gonna hold it against each other. We're not gonna argue. I've been on teams that argue on the sideline, which argues with the coach, which we don't get play calls in time. And we get a pick 6 on us, and I'm just like, no, we can't have that. Like, you gotta have solid a leader, and it's like I'll follow their leader because obviously if I'm going to a team, they're gonna already have one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna follow, but if what you're doing isn't working, I'm taking over. I'm next in line. I don't care who was there. I'm next in line. So,
Let's go.
So we're gonna start winning, and then that's when we get rings on our fingers and championship trophies. So.
Nice.
He really needs to come to San Antonio.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He does.
Whether you want barbecue or tacos, we got you, man.
Right. And so, I mean, speaking of, is there a pregame meal involved, or are you like no stomach?
That I'm a little bit weird, honestly. I eat very light. I don't eat right either. Like I'm over there. I'm like DK Metcalf. I'll eat Skittles, Starburst. Like I'll eat I don't eat anything you should eat before a game.
Nice.
It's weird too because I'll freeze my candy and I'll eat. That's what I eat. I'm like, people are weird. I'm like, look, it's me versus science. Like I'm doing this.
Hey, you do you, man. Whatever works for you.
It's working. 4-3-7, it's working.
Exactly. So it's like, I mean, I can't. What's the Ocho Cinco? It's Ocho Cinco, man. He inspired me. He's like he ate McDonald's every day before he went to a game. I mean,
yeah,
crazy.
Okay, so your mom had made a comment, and I got to ask about this. Your stepdad likes Taylor Swift?
Your hood stepdad likes Taylor Swift.
Wait. Only hood stepdad likes Taylor. Oh Lord. So I don't know. I don't know what the situation is there. I'm gonna have to call her after this because I actually have no idea. Because we were gonna surprise my mom, and this is the first time she's hearing about it. We were gonna surprise my mom with some information, but we didn't get it in time. I didn't get it in time, so that's why that comment was made. Because like he texted me, he was like, "Am I gonna get a boost with Taylor Swift?" And I just started laughing. I was like, "No, it's not gonna happen." So
well.
Maybe
it might. Next 2-3 years, you may have a chance.
Right. Maybe
playing with the Chiefs.
Right.
Assuming she's not writing a breakup song about Travis Kelce by then.
Right now, yes. Right now.
She's probably got one on the ready just in case.
I'll get it ready. I'll definitely get it ready. So let's do it.
All right. Caleb, this has been probably one of the best interviews that we've had, and I am so thankful that we met at the Combine and had this chance to talk to you. Do you have anything else you want to say to our fans? I know you're an hour ahead of us, and so it's probably way past your bedtime. So again, we appreciate you hanging out, but anything else you want to add? Any aspirations, things to watch out for? Definitely let us know how we can follow you on social media, all that good stuff.
Well, excuse me. My social media is just my name, so as you can see, it's all. I switched it all to Caleb Samuel. So if you look up Caleb Samuel, you'll be able to follow me and everything. But things to look out for, it's gonna be big. It's like what people think they know, like what's gonna happen. No, they don't. Like it is. there's going to be so much more, and it's going to be so much fun. Like, even just being like you guys, like you guys are dedicated fans, and like there's going to be like a lot of that, like a lot more of that, and which I love. Like, I want to start like getting stadiums sold out. Like, it'd be so dope. But you guys say that small crowd, that's done. We're gonna start bringing in some like hard time fans, and but I had an honestly blast. Like I said, you guys inspired me to go to San Diego. You guys, it sounds like not real, but it really was. I really was like, I really want to prove to this guy that he didn't just interview some random. Like, I'm not just some random person. Like, I want to show him. Like, I want to change the game. So that's why I'm super excited about this. And I was as soon as you sent me the opportunity to ask me, I was like, let's do it. I'll do it tomorrow if you want to. So, but I'll keep you guys updated on everything for sure. So,
excellent.
Please do, man. Please do. And I can guarantee you, wherever you land, we hope it's the Brahmas, but wherever you land, you are going to definitely be bringing a big boost to that fan base. So we are so thankful, so grateful. We're praying for your future. We know you're going to do great things, man.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Definitely. Gentlemen, you guys got anything else before we let this young man go to bed? I'm sure he's already getting a little sleepy.
I just want to say, Caleb and your mama, Miss Carol here, happy Thanksgiving to both of y'all and your families.
Happy Thanksgiving to you guys.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Just thank you for joining us.
Happy
man.
Thanksgiving.
It's been a pleasure talking to you, man. I'm excited for you and for your future. I'm hoping you're wearing some yellow, but
I think I'd look good in yellow. That's me
you
personally.
would. You look real good.
You would.
That yellow just flying down the field would look fantastic.
Yep.
All right, guys.
All right. Hey, Caleb.
Awesome
thank
stuff.
you, man. You take care.
Have a good one.
God bless, Caleb.
All right, man. I love him already.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Mr. White Guy Mariachi, good find.
Yep. So, and I will say again, I'm biased. I mean, you guys know me. I tend to err on the side of, trying to compliment everybody. But I'm telling you, in a field full of people, this young man with an ankle injury stood out like no one else's business. I mean, you can ask everybody that was there at the XFL Combine in Orlando. Everybody's eyes were on this young man. And he had an ankle injury. So I can only imagine how much better he did in that San Diego Combine. And I'm sorry he had to go to California for it. But it just sounds like he did phenomenal there. So follow this man on social media. Make sure you're keeping an eye on him, because I'm telling you, he's going to do great things. He's going to be in the XFL for probably a year, maybe two, refine his skills, get even faster, and then he is going to be in the NFL at some point.
Get even faster. He's gonna be running a 3.940. Usain Bolt, watch out, man.
Dude, he's gonna smoke Usain. It's gonna be insane. So, all right, gentlemen, what else we got on the radar today?
Well, we are off for next week, obviously, with Thanksgiving. Get your Black Friday shopping in instead of watching the Horns Forward podcast, because we won't be on. And everyone does their shopping online anyways now, so spend responsibly.
Which is really sad, because I've missed out on a lot of the YouTube videos of Black Friday fights. Like, they've really gone, like, just the numbers have gone down because everybody's shopping on Amazon. I'm like, get out there, go fight people, and post it to YouTube so I can have some entertaining videos to watch.
And with that said, I mean, now this is pure speculation, just like everything else that's been going on with the merger. But I predict, just based off of what I've seen in the past, there's probably going to be a pretty sweet Black Friday deal on XFL gear. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Now, is that going to happen? I don't know. Again, pure speculation. I am not an insider. I do not have any inside sources feeding me this. That's just a guess from this guy, But I'm just saying, they've been putting out some sales like crazy. So if you're thinking about getting some XFL gear, especially cold weather gear, because it won't be pretty chilly. They say so this winter's going to be a cold one.
For 3 weeks this time.
you know, yeah, three weeks instead of 2, you know. But yeah, you know, get your XFL gear, support the league in whatever way possible. Again, until we hear something from the government, from the leagues, it is business as usual. It is XFL separate from the USFL until we hear otherwise. So just continue to treat it as such. You
Go
know,
out there, get your gear, get your season tickets, you know, support your teams.
exactly.
So based on what Brian just said, right? We're if you look at all of the talk about everything that's going to be happening, again, speculation, but it's a pretty safe assumption that the San Antonio Brahmas are going to be around for another season and probably several seasons.
Yeah.
So if you're concerned, if this is what's holding you back from buying season tickets, from buying merchandise, from doing stuff to support the team, don't let it hold you back. I'm telling you, the San Antonio Brahmas are sticking around. They're going to be here a while. Go out, get your tickets, get a hold of James Carr or any of the other people that are on staff right now. They will get you hooked up. They've got incredible options for different seating packages. And I know, like in my case personally, they worked with me to make sure that I got the seats that I wanted and was able to pay it off in a way that I could afford without taking a huge financial hit. They are an incredible group of people. So make sure that you're reaching out to them. If you have not already, get your season tickets. Be a part of something legendary, because this is sticking around and it's going to stick around for a while. So there's my shameless plug.
Yeah, no, exactly. And you know, on that note, like nobody knows. Whatever you hear, nobody really knows what's going on. Yes, The Rock and Danny Garcia were at the Capitol together this past week. So, you know, so that's some news to report on. That's some facts that happened. What they talked about, they haven't really said. So we don't know if it was about the merger or if it was about The Rock running for president. You know, it could be one or the other. But the fact of the matter is, yes, you know, it's until we hear otherwise, it's business as usual. Expect the Brahmas to be back in February. And I want to see the dome rocking. You know, San Antonio, we have been clamoring for a pro football franchise forever. We finally have one. And I don't want to see it go because of the lack of fan support. We're witnessing that right now with UTSA, unfortunately, with Jeff Traylor going and interviewing for the job at Texas A&M, possibly leaving and that right there is the problem. We have a college football team in the UTSA Roadrunners, and this man right here is saying gig 'em.
I went to A&M way before UTSA had a football team.
That's fine, but where do you live? San Antonio. Where did your tax dollars go to renovate the Alamo Dome? So birds up, even though I didn't go there, birds up, baby. So yeah, I just don't want to see what's happening to them happen to the Brahmas, where they have something great. They have an amazing coach in Jeff Traylor, but he says, you know what? I think there's better opportunities for me elsewhere, and goes to somewhere else. So, you know, just keep that in mind.
Hey, Jorge, I just gave Brian the pardon the interruption treatment, and I muted him for 5 minutes. So you can talk about whatever you want right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's really it. I mean, I just want to say, like, you guys, you're
unmuted.
We'll be off next week. So it'll be a while before we get to talk to you guys again and see y'all's in the comments. But yes, definitely want to see your butts in the Alamo Dome seats come February, because it will be here before you know it.
Absolutely.
So 2 things that we definitely want to do our shameless plugs for real quick. First and foremost, we are definitely talking with the San Antonio Brahmas XFL fans Facebook page admin to maybe try and put something together for a Christmas event in December. And it's going to be just like the one that we did last year, where we were, you know, collecting toys for Tots and donating that for the Brahmas. So keep your eyes out on the Facebook page for more details. We're trying to shoot for the week right before Christmas. either Saturday or Friday or Saturday. If we can do a Friday, we may even do a live podcast from the location that we're shooting for. The location that we're shooting for, we've not gotten confirmation on, but it's a location we've been before and we've done a live broadcast from before. That's all I'm going to say on that. Again, it's all what we can work out, right? But then also, we do have our XFL Superfan event that is, going to have us in a supporting role up in Houston for the Houston area women's shelter. And that event is called Sideline Domestic Violence, right? That's a big one that we want to make sure that we get the word out for. I don't necessarily expect everybody to travel up to Houston, but if you have a free weekend, it's January 13th,
Yes.
right? The weekend of
13th, I believe.
Yeah. So of course, we're going to be there. We're going to be supporting the Rig Rocker and the Predator couple and all the Houston fans as they rally together and try and draw some extra awareness to domestic violence and try and drum up some funds to help that wonderful organization in Houston out. There's also going to be some celebrity bowling in which we're going to have fans challenging super fans, and there's even going to be a super fan team. Now, I've been working on my bowling game a little bit, and not to brag or anything like that, but just last weekend, I broke 100. So watch out. If you challenge me, you better watch out because I'm coming.
This is how I work on my bowling game.
Yeah,
that's how you do it.
You don't want me on my on your team because I kid you not, I have once in my life, and I am not kidding. I have bowled an 8. Yes, 8 pins in 10 frames. So you don't want me on your team.
Hey man, that's almost a pin a frame.
That was
that's a good
right?
average.
Yeah, with bumpers, yeah, of course.
With bumpers.
But yeah, we definitely want to have some events where we can get together before the season as a fan group, as a fan base, and just XFL wide, not just Brahmas, because as we're really seeing this XFL family, we band together. Unless you're from Arlington, you can just watch from the sidelines. But
no, we love them too. We love them too.
I guess we have to.
We love the fans, not the team.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's different. You're right. Yeah.
That's a fair statement.
That's a fair statement. But yeah, no, just keep those dates on your calendars marked. But in the meantime, we'll cut it short a little bit this weekend or this week. So to everyone out there watching, happy Thanksgiving from all of us here at Horns Forward Podcast. And hope everyone is well and has a great Thanksgiving. Rest up, enjoy the turkey, enjoy the football, and yeah, Arlington still sucks, so yeah, go.
As we normally do, Horns Forward, folks. We'll catch you on the next one.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Take care, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.